Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash the True Inferno. Back at it with another throwback tunes on another Thursday. And I am now off the West Coast. So for those of you who've been wanting me to get off the West Coast sound for a while, here it is. I am off the West Coast, but I'm now moving to the South. So yes, we got Speakerboxx / TheLoveBelow. Now here's the thing about this. This is a double disc album, but you could say this is two albums in one. Therefore, what I'm going to do is this. This is going to be a two-part video. So what will happen is this. This week, I am reviewing Speakerboxx with 3 X's at the end. And then next week, I am going to review TheLoveBelow. So again, this is only about Speakerboxx. I can give you some info behind both albums in both videos. So like the final review of both albums combined would be next week. The professional ratings will be next week. But you know, I can tell you guys about how well the album did in terms of charts and certifications in this video. So let's get straight into it. So this joint came out September 23rd, 2003, and it was recorded from 2002 up to 2003. And it was done under LaFace Records and Artista Records as well. So the producers involved were Andre 3000, obviously, Big Boi, obviously, L.A. Reid. Those were the 3 executive producers. Then we got Carmo, Mr. DJ, Cussmaster Swift, and Dojo 5 as actual producers. I mean, when, you know, both Big Boi and Andre 3000, they do make beats, so yeah. Don't expect a lot of producers to be involved with this project, with these 2 albums, actually. So, and yeah, that's everybody. So, let's see. A little bit of background info behind both of these albums, so check it out real quick. Following the release of Outkast's 4th studio album, Stankonia, how you pronounce that joint, which came out in 2000, Andre 3000 felt urged to do something different from his previous project and moved to Los Angeles to pursue an acting career. He was relatively unsuccessful, obtaining a minor role in Hollywood Homicide, which was done back in 2003, in a 1-episode appearance in the drama series The Shield. He returned to music and recorded a solo album that was different from the material he had recorded as part of Outkast. The output was a blend of pop, jazz, and funk with live instruments and singing instead of rapping. When writing songs, he used a micro cassette recorder in order to, and I quote here, record melodic ideas and lyrics, then built the melody around the lyrics, end quote. The CD artwork is designed so that the Speakerboxx artwork is on the front of the case, whereas the TheLoveBelow artwork is on the back of the case. These images are merged on the artwork display on online stores. You know, front cover on the left, back cover on the right, obviously. The CD booklet and the credits printed within is also divided in half, and the back cover is printed on both sides, allowing fans to customize who appears on both the front and back covers. So, yeah, there you go with that. All right, so let's move on with the. Oh no, before we move on to the tracks, let's look at how well this album did. Oh gosh, look, there's a lot of charts here for the album. All right, so it was 9th in Australia, 28th in Austrian, 21st in the Ultra Top Flanders, 58th in the Ultra Top Wallonia, 4th in Canada, 13th in Danish, 15th in Dutch, 13th in French, 15th in Finland, Denise, how you pronounce that joint? 21st in Germany, 3rd in Irish, and 35th in Italy, 3rd in New Zealand, 4th in Norwegian, 35th in Polish, 11th both in Swedish and Switzerland, and number 1 in the following: UK album charts, UK R&B album charts, the US Billboard Top 200, and the US Top R&B/Hip-Hop albums charts. And look at the certifications. Wow, check this out. It was platinum out in Australia, gold in the following: Canada, Denmark, Germany, Hungary, I hope I pronounced that correctly, Japan, the Netherlands, Norway, Switzerland. It was double platinum in the following: New Zealand and in the United Kingdom. And check this out. It was diamond in the United States, 11 times platinum. That was crazy. So yeah, there you go with that. So yeah, I can't believe that. It was platinum 11 times. No, it was diamond, 11 times platinum. All right, so let's look at the tracks for Speakerboxx only. So yeah, we only focusing on Speakerboxx this week. So there's 19 tracks within Speakerboxx. However, 6 of them are skits, unfortunately. Therefore, I can only give you a top 3 and not a top 5. So yeah, let me double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 6. 6 of these tracks are indeed skits. So again, I can only give you a top 5, top 3 rather, not a top 5. So let's go over the track, shall we? The first track is called, well, Intro. So there you go. That's one of the skits right there. The next track is actually one of the singles, Ghetto Music, followed by Unhappy. Then we got Bow Tie, followed by The Way You Move, which is another single. Actually, that's everybody should know what that is. Next up is The Rooster, followed by Buzz. Oh wait, let me back up. Track number 4, Bow Tie, featuring Sleepy Brown and Jazzy Fizzle. You know Jazzy Fizzle. Track number 5, The Way You Move, features Sleepy Brown again. And then track number 6, I said, is The Rooster. Track number 7 is called Buzz again, featuring Killer Mike. Then we got track number 8, which is called War. Track number 9 is called Church. I have a little info on that. Track number 10 is called Bamboo, which is an interlude, which is the second skit off this album. And that one features, performed by Big Boi and Bamboo. Then track number 11 is called Tomb of the Boom, featuring Concrete, Big Dip, and Ludacris. Then track number 12 is EMAC interlude in parentheses, so that's another interlude performed by EMAC, obviously. Track number 13 is called Knowing, and then in parentheses, the Art of Storytelling without the G, Part 3. So yeah, Part 1 and 2 was in Aquemini, which I reviewed way back then. Track number 14 is called Flip Flop Rock, featuring Killer Mike and Jay-Z. Track number 15 is called Interlude, so that's another interlude right there. And then we got Reset, featuring Cujo and CeeLo. And then track number 17 called D-Boy, D, and then the hyphen, and then D-O-I, and then that's another interlude performed by Henry Welch. Track number 18 is called Last Call, featuring Sam Calhoun, Mello, and Little John and the East Side Boys. And then track number 19 is called Bow Tie, and then in parentheses is Prostitute. So, Postlude, excuse me. And that's another basically a skit. So that's 6 of them right there. So let's look at 2 of the singles that are from this album only. So the first one is called Ghetto Music. So this joint came out November 22nd, 2004. And wow, okay. It is the 4th and final single to be released from this album. So let's see. It came out, it was recorded in 2003, excuse me. Now, let's see. Let's look at the information. Now, Ghetto Music was released in the UK as the first single of the album. I just want to point that out there. And then we'll talk about the charts and things of that nature in a second. And looks like Prototype was a single. I'm not 100% sure on that one. It came out the same time as the Ghetto Music. So that's very interesting as well. Now, that Prototype is on TheLoveBelow, which is Andre 3000's CD. So yeah, there you go there. Also, a version of Ghetto Music with edited lyrics was used on the soundtrack of NBA Live 2004. I want to say I had that and played that game, so I might have heard that there. And there was a music video for Ghetto Music, obviously. Well, actually, no, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say it, obviously, because I never seen the music video. There was also a music video for Prototype as well, and I definitely didn't see that. And there was apparently a remix done by Kendrick Lamar, and I believe that was for Ghetto Music, and that was, he did it with Punch on his mixtape Training Day, which is very interesting. And it did make the charts, so I'm assuming this is Ghetto Music or Prototype. So out in Australia, it was 43rd. It was 15th in Finland. It was 85th in Germany, 55th in the UK singles charts, 93rd in the US Billboard Hot R&B/hip hop songs. And I see what's going on here. Okay, let me rephrase that. Yeah, both of these songs, Ghetto Music and Prototype, did make the chart. So I believe both of them was 43rd out in Australia. But Prototype was 15th in Finland, 85th in Germany. Both of them was 55th in the UK singles charts. And on the US Billboard Hot R&B/hip hop songs charts, Ghetto Music was 93rd, while Prototype was 63rd. So that's very interesting, if I do say so myself. Now let's look at the second single. Oh, come on, we all know this one, The Way You Move. I mean, come on now, without question. Yeah, we all should know this. We all should know this one right here. And the second single is called The Way You Move. The joint came out September 23rd, 2003. So, this is one of the 2 leading singles, obviously, but I'm trying to see when did it come out first. I have no clue because I'm reviewing both these albums separately. So I'm not going to try to organize which single came out first and things of that nature, blah, blah, blah. I'll settle that next week. So, moving on. This joint was recorded in 2002 down in Atlanta. Now, obviously, there is a music video for this as well. I do remember that. And The Way You Move, basically, the song's instrumental tracks, is punctuated with the prominent live horns section, Horns Unlimited, HRNZ, by the way, of Atlanta reminiscent Earth, Wind & Fire, which features Sleepy Brown singing in a style inspired by the work of Motown star Marvin Gaye, who is actually one of my all-time favorites right there. So, and like I said, there's a music video for this. I'm afraid to look at I knew it. I knew I was afraid to look at the charts in here. It's a long list. So it was 7 out in Australia, 49th in Austria, 44th in Flanders, 4th in Wallonia, 9th in, this is another one, Denmark, 18th in Europe, 19th in Finland, 31st in Germany, 18th in Ireland, 9th in Italy, 76th in the Netherlands, 6th in New Zealand, 16th in Norway, 20th in, this is new, the South Korea International Singles Charts. Wow, okay. 33rd in Sweden, 49th in Switzerland, 7th in the UK Singles Charts, 2nd in the UK R&B Charts, 2nd in the US US Billboard Hot R&B / Hip Hop Songs Charts, 34th on the US Billboard Adult Top 40. I think I've seen that chart before. And it was number 1 on the following: US Billboard Hot 100, US Billboard Mainstream Top 40, and US Billboard Hot Rap Songs. And by the end of the year, which was 2004, it was 5th on the US Billboard Hot 100, and this is new, the all-time charts. It is 148th on the US Billboard Hot 100. All-time charts. That's kind of crazy. And there was a cover that was done by Kenny G, the Earth, Wind & Fire / Kenny G cover, which is pretty cool. And that even made the charts. That one's 12th on the US Billboard Adult Contemporary charts. So that's pretty interesting, if I do say so myself. Now, in regards to church, I don't remember which NCAA football game it was on, but it was on one of those NCAA football games. Again, I don't remember which one it was on, or it could have been on Madden. Either it was on Madden or NCAA. I felt like it was on NCAA, but I could be wrong on that. But it could be Madden, but I forgot what year. But it was. That's how I'm very familiar with the song Church. I feel like it had a music video too, but I don't think so. I don't see anything about that. So we're gonna move on from that, and we're gonna talk about my favorite tracks off of Speakerboxx from verse to first. First of all, I'm gonna say that the intro track bangs like crazy. So it's like a minute 29 seconds long. I recommend you listen to that. So basically, you want to hear something that really bangs. Last Call is the worst song off this album. The melody sounds goofy. The bass is kind of weak and sounds goofy as well. But I like the tempo though, and the drums are cool. But the track is cool, straight rather nevertheless. Tomb of the Boom is next, and which this kind of pains me because Ludacris is in this one. Drums are, they need to remove that crash from the kick. The snare is straight though. The melody is straight, the track overall is straight. Then we got Bow Tie. The verses are the best part of the track. The melody is more settled during the verses than it is in the hook. It sounds all over the place within the hook. The drums are cool, the tempo is good, and the track overall is straight. Next up is the Rooster. The Rooster is very unique because there's 2 parts, I believe. No, I'm thinking of a different song. Actually, the melody changed prior to the beat dropping, so the melody was all over the place prior to the when the drums kick in, things of that nature. The melody is tight though, but it's this one part of the melody near the beginning where you can hear this keyboard sound. They should remove that actually. The drum changes as well, the snare change during the verse, or the verses rather. But I really like the tempo, and the track as a whole is unique. So I like that. I like that they try something different with this track. So overall, I have to say the track is pretty good. It's cool, man. Bus is next. Drums are straight. Really like the tempo. The melody is cool, so the track is cool. Flip Flop Rock. Drums are cool. Melody is cool. Remove the scratches. It's just too much right there. The tempo is kind of fast as well. The bass came in only for the hook though, but the bass is cool though, and the track is cool. Next up is Church. Really like the tempo and the kick drum. The snare is cool. Melody is straight, you know, for the verses and the hook, but I really like the melody that they use for the bridge. That's actually my favorite part of the whole song, actually. Overall, the track is pretty cool. The way you move, this is a classic right there. The bass line is great. The drums are cool. Melody is cool. Track is really cool. And then we got War. The first part, now this is the one where there was like 2 different beats in this track. The first part of the track. Really like the tempo and the drums used here. The bass line and melody are cool. The first part is really cool. Then the second part, really like the drum patterns. The presentation of the drums were unique. Really like the melody, like the drums. The second part is really cool. Overall, the track as a whole is really cool. And then we got Knowing, the art of storytelling, rather, part 3. The bass line is great. Really like the tempo. Melody is cool. Track is really cool. Now I'm about to give you guys my top 3 tracks off of the Speakerboxx album. We said bass line mostly made this track really good. Drums are really cool. Melody is the other part that made this track. That's really cool too. And it's really smooth. It's smooth. It could be more smooth if they would have used a more smooth snare. But as it is, the track is really cool. Third best track off this album, Speakerboxx. Second best track off Speakerboxx is Unhappy. The bass line is great. Drum lines is really cool. Melody is cool. Track is really cool. And number 1 is Ghetto Music. That bass line is crazy. I like the tempo and the snare here. The different melodies that we use for the verses, the hook, and the bridge works. Really great track without question. So, what do I think about Speakerboxx? So, I'm gonna have to give Speakerboxx. I'm gonna give you a spoiler right now. When I was listening to this back then, I actually got a physical copy of both of these albums, obviously. I like Speakerboxx more than TheLoveBelow. Like, I'll be honest with you, I like Speakerboxx way more than TheLoveBelow. That could change now, because it's been a minute since I heard both of these albums. But Speakerboxx, I'm gonna give this one a 3.75 out of 5. I recommend you download it and you keep it. Obviously, Ghetto Music, that is a dope track right there. It's somewhat of a classic. Some people may think it is a classic. I'd say it's like a step away from being a classic. The Way You Move is a classic though. Unhappy and Reset are really great tracks right there. So it's same as Knowing, the Art of Storytelling part 3. I like that the Art of Storytelling series really. And War is good. And Church, I really like Church as well. So yeah, 3.75 out of 5. I recommend you download it and you keep it. So next week we're gonna review the other disc from this double disc album, which is called TheLoveBelow. That is an Andre 3000 album. This one was more of a Big Boi album. So that would be next week. And then I would give you guys, you know, the professional ratings and, you know, obviously my thoughts of TheLoveBelow. Then I would combine the two and give you guys my overall thoughts of the entire album, like the overall rating of the entire double disc album. So that's next week. So with that, you know, and I'm done here. So with that said, y'all know who this is. This is your boy, the new Jay Gatsby, aka the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.